Welcome back to my channel. Hi everybody, how's it going? Excuse the layout. I decided to film in the lit dining room. So you're gonna hear some extra noises today. We've got the wash going and hubby's hanging out, so why not, right? But yeah, anyway, I wanted to share with you my updated planner flip. I know it's been 2 weeks since I've posted, and I do apologize for that, but life, work, stresses of normal day in society. But regardless, we're here now, and excitingly, I'm sure for a lot of you, I'm back in personal rings. Now, it's not that I didn't love my pocket moleskins. I did. It's just as if you follow me, you know that my goal was to have a full year of inserts in a book, both weekly, daily, monthly, all that jazz, because I like a simple setup. I've learned that, but I also like a full set of everything, so I can look back on it. But also, let's be honest, I got a little bored using my little pocket moleskin, so I was able to get everything in one planner. Now, I'm going to be honest, this doesn't close right now because it's not because of how many inserts I have in there, but you'll notice I have a lot in the pockets. And also this particular gillio leather, this croc-eyed, is very stiff and doesn't mold around the inserts like my softer leathers. So I was using my undyed, and it fit beautifully everything that you see in here and was able to snap close, but it got some water or something on it, and I had to put it in the hospital, which is in a box with some desiccant. And I don't mind the stains and scratches and whatnot because I've had to learn to embrace them because of the undyed, and it's fine. It tells a story. But we're just using this one for now. So it is like a spring setup. Now, I do want to go ahead and let you know that I'm a functional planner girl. I really don't have deco and things like that, but I do have a couple of vellums and I add over time. So let's get into this video. Now, I'm going to put my mic down. I don't know if you can hear me as well as when I'm holding it, but it's there, so let's go with it, right? Like I mentioned, this is the croc-eyed leather. When I saw this, I did fall in love with it on someone else's channel, but I didn't realize how stiff of a leather this was. It is a very durable leather, so if you want a gillio and don't want to risk the scratches or damage, this is a great leather to go for because it's very sturdy. It's almost plasticky in a way, but it's not. You can tell it's real leather. Gillios, are the top of the line planner leathers in the entire planner community, I think, personally. Vanderspec as well. 1 second. Whoops. All right, sorry about that. I was really trying to get a better view of this thing, but I decided to use the phone holder that I normally have high up, so it's it's a little different. Anyway, so let's get into this sucker. I know you're excited. I am too. I will say that in this planner, my inserts, I'll get to that in a minute. Let's just look at the front in all its glory. I'm trying to get some of the sunlight from outside. So I use this planner I use it daily. It goes in my bag. I throw it in and out of my bag. So I don't use a planner pocket anymore because it's just kind of inconvenient for me. Although it probably keep my planner closed a little better right now, but I'm not really too concerned about that. I really would like to switch this back out into one of my softer leathers. So actually, hang on a second. Alrighty, so I brought a couple of my softer leather planners to see if I can switch back into them. But, okay. In this pocket, we've got the mini Grumpy Bear stickers. I'm going to go ahead and let you know that these are definitely old. I've been hoarding them for a few years, and I'm just trying to use what I have now so I can purchase new things later and not feel guilty about having so many different options. I prefer to keep, after I did the the Marie Kondo or KonMari decluttering, spark joy process. I definitely have been keeping my office supplies to a lot fewer than I did before. I used to have a huge room full of stuff that I hardly used. I'd use it, but hardly. But now I really try and get things that I'll truly use and then use them. So, the only thing that I have a lot of that I don't use all the time are like the different planner covers, but I do switch in and out of them. So I've got some of these weeklies from Target, and I use these for meal prep. I've got my favorite business card from Paper Game. I just love the card. This is a note from my daughter's best friend that gave me a get well note, and then a couple of coupons and some Meg B Makes fold teardrops, hexagons, circles, and flags. This is called the spa line, and then these are the sophisticated. I like more neutral colors. It's just I always have, not always, but I started getting into the neutrals a couple of years ago, and it's just kind of stuck with me. I used to be one of those pastel kawaii types, but I grew out of that. And then in this zip pocket, I've just got some Post-its that I'm using up. I've had these for quite some time, and I just want to use these up. And then some Peanuts Plan & Co. These right here are for my tracking, and then some what they call writing markers. This is a Midori Post-it. They're really tiny and useful, especially when I was in my pocket moleskin, but I still find them useful in here as well. In the back here, we've got my sticky notes that I actually purchased because of the color combination. And then I've got a calendar here that I actually printed front and back, so I didn't waste paper. And this is April. And then on this card here, I have my bullet key, and I added this cute sticker. It has lemons and tea. I'm a big, I collect teapots, teacups. So I don't know, it's just a thing, I guess. And then we have this ollie clip here. In the front, I have my beautiful floral ollie clip. I finally get to use them, yay. So if you can kind of tell, my theme is spring. So we've got a little white and pink, a little lighter colors. And you turn here, this was given to me for Appreciation Day, Paraprofessional Appreciation, where I work. And then this was an A6 cover or dash, and I just punched it to go in here. So it can go back in my A6 Gillio, or it can go into my personal sizes. I really like them. They're a little more wide, but that works out well. And then this vellum I found the print off of Google, and then I printed it out. I really love the color combination that it shares. It's very neutral. Now there was more to it, but the way I cut it at least got a border around, and I think it looks very beautiful over this dashboard from Cloth and Paper. This is Bravery, which is kind of a big deal for me right now. And then this right here, it's like a catch-all list, notes, that kind of thing. It's a picture of Madonna when she was really young. Just some Post-its here. And then this insert, I forgot where I bought these as a printable, and they're neutral, and I really love them. There's neutral colors, but they're floral as well. I find them, you could use these all year round. I really love the color combination. As you can see, I have a thing for the browns and nudes. This is my add to planner. This is a very small grid. Oh, I forgot where I got those. Anyway, so now I'm gonna, for my inserts, I really have become annoyed with printing and cutting. It's something that takes up a lot of time, and in the past loved to do as part of the process, but now it's become more of an obligation, and like, it's just, if I want to be in ring planner, I don't want to have to do too much of that because I like my pages to match up, and when I print and cut, they don't always match up. So I went Filofax for a lot of this, thanks to my husband. And then, like, my extra pages, like my reference pages with different stuff, are mostly my Summer's Touch. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you know. So I have some flags here, just some journaling here. I stored my weekly meal list here, but I'm probably going to move this into my reference section in the back, because each week I store the weekly meal prep here in the front. But I've also considered going a little smaller and using my Peanuts Planner Co. Post-it note that's weekly. Let me see if I can find it. That's the monthly one. It's not monthly. Anyway, I've got the weeklies. I have a whole bunch. I ordered a bunch of different ones, so I'd have them. I put everything. This is literally notes, the note section, and I have it in the front because sometimes, well, actually all the time, I prefer to have a really quick and access to my notes section so I can write down any kind of research or anything, or as you see, what is recipes. So I have it covered. I have a post-it with a Bible verse on it that I normally have kept here, but this page, or my callback list for tonight, I'll be calling swimmers back to schedule them tonight, and I need to cover their numbers. I go in stages of callbacks instead of stressing myself out, because I do have anxiety about talking on the phone. I know that sounds so crazy, but it is what it is. I dedicate a day to, or a certain time and day to do callbacks. So they text me their information, and I'll get all the information I need and get to know them a little bit, and then I'll put them on my list to call back. Now, I will admit, running a business, the plus side to this is that when you can really get to feel someone's energy and vibe and stuff, and if I feel that they wouldn't be a good fit for my company, then I can refer them to my other instructor. But definitely am grateful for having as many clients as I do. So I go into waves. This is wave 2 of callbacks, and then I have quite a few note pages, so I could definitely take some of these out. I don't need that much, but over time I'll end up using that many. So this vellum, also another image off of Google. I really think it's pretty, very springy. I wish I could see outside. It's so beautiful outside today. I really wanted to sit outside, but I do. The year view I used to track my cycle. I just covered, it's Filofax. I covered up the top to make it a little more presentable, and then put my word of the year, which is bloom. So instead of me being an abundant plant, I'm more of a just trying to produce an abundant life for myself and my family. That's just my focus is. And then I've got this vellum. I've had this vellum for quite some time. It's one I printed on my own a long time ago. It's one of my favorites. Like I said, meal prep here. And then I decided to go and start using the week on 2-page horizontal. It's my OG. It's something I've used many times in the past, and I really do enjoy, because you can do so much with it and you have enough space to do a lot with it. So I've been using a week on 1 page with notes for quite some time, ever since like the Hogan 2-week fad, came out. It was a useful layout for me. And then I would, when I'm in rings, I normally would switch my weeks around quite a bit. A lot of different layouts and try different things. And I have a lot of inserts I can print to try things out, but this is definitely I have the full year in here, which is why my planner is chunky. I know some people will be like, why girl, why? And if it gets on my nerves, I can take some out. But like I mentioned, one of my goals this year was to have my full year in whichever planner I use. So this is what a week looks like. We have my mood tracker at the top. I'm using some post-it notes from cloth and paper, and I'll show you. I like them a lot. I'm gonna have to buy a new set, I'm sure, later when I run out. There you go. They're half sticky notes mood tracker. Got two different options here. You have a daily and a weekly, but I'll show you. I use the daily for my weekly, and I'll show you how I do that, but this is the weekly version. And on this side, I put my events, highlight anything that's super important. And then on this side, I use for my gratitude. As you know, I have a gratitude for my husband, and one for personal. And I started using stickers, which is fun. And this is an example of how I use my happy tracker. And what I do, so this is this week. I have this bookmark that is actually A6 size, but I punched and can fit in here. I just put my happy tracker on the bookmark. And then this is how I use the daily version of the mood. So I just write down the days on this side, the days of the week, and then highlight each mood, and then I use it as a graph in this way. So my mood jumps multiple times in a day sometimes. So in order to show that, I'll just put a pinpoint and then draw the line to the very next mood that I was feeling, so that way you can see the chaoticness of my emotions. So again, events. Every now and then I'll have a little note here and there. I use a bullet system, so it makes sense to me. I have a Bible verse, the compassion of the Lord. Anytime I need to go back to that, I'll have it. Found out a friend passed away, like I highlighted that. It's been a difficult week for me mentally, but I'm okay as far as finding out my friend passed away, because she was in a lot of pain, and I think this is a way for her to not feel pain. But my heart goes out because she left a family behind, and I can't imagine what that's like. And then we're here today, so as you see, I've got to call my swimmer. So as you may notice, these like colored dots, I use highlighters. And one of the joys of using a Filofax paper is that I can actually use these highlighters. They have a little bit of shadowing, but not as bad as I was getting through my moleskin. It bleeds so poorly through my moleskin paper. And I like how smooth this is, and I like the cream color as well. Is this cream or white? I can't tell. No, it's white. Yeah. Where's it cream? No, it's cream. White? I don't know. Whatever. So here's next week. So I will be doing a plan with me. I kind of want to do it now, but this is a flip, so we'll see how that goes. So as I mentioned, I've got the full year. So I made this dashboard myself. Just all the pictures are that I've taken and just collaged together. It says cue the plans, and these are my dailies. Again, Filofax dailies. My dailies, my favorites to use are usually always going to have a timed on them. So on this side, we've got the time, and I like that it is by 30 minutes, which is great. It has a space in between each time there. And I do apologize for the lighting. It's not the greatest. And then tasks on this side. So I've been using stickers, highlighters, washi. I've been having fun with these pages. Now, I enjoyed using stuff like this in the moleskin, but for some reason I really enjoy it in my personal size. Maybe because it was like my original love when it came to planning, were rings and personal size. But I also track my weather here, so I just draw little weather icons instead of spending money on weather stickers. If I don't accomplish something, I try and highlight it. Different days, different things. So you'll just see where I've got all kinds of stuff going on. Again, a color code, so each color does represent something. Now I'm going to say just to put it out there that mental health is something that I think is very important and that I struggle with daily, and unfortunately my family gets affected by it. And I've been sleeping a lot lately. Instead of running to a substance or alcohol or something like that, I've been just taking a nap, and that has been helpful. But then I feel like I've been wasting my day, so it's kind of like a wash. But I really think it was something that I needed to do. I ended up with a concussion before we let out for spring break. And unfortunately, that happened, and I had to rest. I have very high blood pressure, found that out due to stress and things like that. So I didn't realize how much my surroundings were affecting me. I had an idea, but didn't realize how much it was affecting me until recently. So my heart goes out to those of you that really struggle with pain and mental health and anxiety and depression. You're not the only one, and I love you guys, and you're stronger than you think, and it will all be okay. So this was the 25th. I added little stickers. My husband got me some cute journaling supplies because I've been doing ASMR journaling, not very well, I may add, but it's just for fun. It's something that gives me joy. Yeah, there's that lemonade. I love tea and lemons and all that springy stuff, herbs. I did start setting an intention for myself each day. That's been helpful. You can see where I went back to work. Most of my day is taken up with my job at the school, and a lot of my stress comes from that. Yeah. Then you'll get days like this where I missed. Yeah, some days are easier than others. So I go back to work actually this day. I didn't go back to work. I accidentally filled out these days as going back to work, but it wrong date. Because I switched my planning mid-May or end of March, I mean. So I got my dates a little messed up, but that's okay. So this is what a day in my life looks like. A hot mess express, right? So you got a full day of work, and then my afternoons are just as busy with my daughter. That's why I do not swim anymore after work, because I just simply don't have the time, and I need to listen to my body and my soul, and your girl needs a nap every now and then to be able to function later. So like I said, I did start setting my intentions, and if you have any questions about stickers, just let me know. Allie had a tournament. I went to that. That was fun, and I did some research on ways to lower my blood pressure, less salt, do more movement, cut stress out. Yeah, right. Please. Less caffeine, cut drinking. So I cut the drinking, I drink less caffeine, and I eat less salt. And I do move around and kind of push myself to move even more. So it has been helping. Yeah, I think so. Not working the weekends, I'm pretty much, my blood pressure is pretty normal. During the weeks, yeah, not so much. So power hour, actually got some done. Intention. So I ended up, this is when I found out my friend passed away. So that was tough, but I got a lot done power hour wise. And then this day, I fell asleep during the time I was going to do a power hour. So you'll see here in this note that I fell asleep in sad state, got food for my daughter, and then numbed right back out. And that's what I mean by taking care of mental health. It affects your families and your kids and things like that. And that's why I'm up in the air about whether or not to find a different job or what. But I've got to have a job to survive. So it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. So during this time, you see all this green. I was planning on tidying and all that stuff. No, it didn't happen. I napped and I literally stayed in bed. I made sure everybody was fed and went back to sleep. And then, I got another one of these. And then this was yesterday. There was a tennis tournament, singles tennis tournament, where she is up herself and up against someone else. She did really, really well. And I was very excited about it all day long. See, I didn't even plan anything but prepping for that. Had a full day of work and it was just very exhausting. We had a fire drill. I work with special needs. It turned out to be a hot mess. But I was very anxious. I was exhausted and I needed mental space. I stayed home to allow rest so I can feel better and be present for tomorrow. So unfortunately I missed her tennis tournament. So it's like a give and take. Now I would have gone if she didn't have one the next day. So Saturday we spent literally most of the day out in the park. It was beautiful, beautiful, beautiful outside, and hung out with her tennis tournament. I got everything done I wanted to, and then boom, I napped. Like, WTF, like, why? I could have hung out with her. I'm kind of frustrated with myself right now with sleeping a lot, but I think it's necessary. And from someone that suffers from it or has addiction, it's like, I'd rather nap than do something stupid. You know what I'm saying? At least I'm home. You can see where I'm at, what I'm doing. But this is today. Clean it all up and then self-care. So I have a self-care going on. The husband's taking out trash right now as we speak. I'm about to bake some cookies. I did take a nap. Got up early, get the kiddo ready for church. Made her breakfast, ate breakfast myself, which is good. I don't normally eat breakfast, so it's good that I did. Okay, the kittens are trying to come inside. Our outdoor kittens are trying to come in. Yes, we have outdoor kittens that don't belong to us, but they do, I guess. So I have a list of stuff I need to clean up today. I'm doing laundry. Our washer not our washer, but the pipes broke down in our house. Our floor is falling through in the bathroom. We haven't had a dishwasher in a couple of months now. We rent a house and this is ridiculous. Like, we pay for people to come fix our stuff and they don't come. I told my husband to tell them that we will pay professionals to come do this and then they can pay us back. And then they sent somebody out. That seems to work every time because they end up losing money that way. But at least I know we get something done. Our house is literally a DIY house, you guys. I'm not even kidding. Anyway, let me stop venting. So there's that. And yes, I do have a full year of dailies as well. Why do you have a full year? Because I freaking want to. Get over it. All right. So next section. This is my monthly. So I decided to put my monthly in the back. Usually I put my monthlies before my weekly and dailies, but in this case I put them back here because I don't use them as much as I do my daily and weeklies. I write in them multiple times a day. So we got a little acetate a friend gave me. This image came from a Moleskine journal. I collect certain Moleskine journals. I do like to write a lot, so I do have journals that I write in besides that big fat chunky one that y'all have seen. And I've got, let me do this. So I cut this out. It's a very beautiful print. I want to make like a bookmark, something. It's very nice quality material. So these inserts also came from Amazon. By the way, I got my Filofax inserts from Amazon. My husband was kind enough to surprise me with them because I had them in the cart thinking about them. Like, do I really want to spend money on this when I have so many in my USB that I can just print and cut? So I tried, you guys, printing and cutting, and I got so frustrated I gave up. I don't know. I think just I want to make it easier for myself, but I wanted to be in rings. So these are like a no name, and these monthlies are lined with tabs, which I really like. Very good quality paper. I'm very pleased. And this is January. I did back plan on these, so I had for reference. And what's great about these is they have a to-do in the front and then a review on the back. So I use the front instead of like a to-do. I use it more as an an intention for the month. Set intentions for my month. It's February. This lighting is so bad. I'm so sorry. March. I liked March. It was turned out fun. I like the washi. I'm trying to use up my washi and stuff like that. Stickers. And I'm just having fun. I like personal size because I can have fun in it. And then I have my review there. Now, this is my tracking. So I've decided not to. In the past, when I used rings, I would overcomplicate my inserts, make things harder on myself, because I loved all the different types of inserts and graphs and tracking, because I'm a tracker girl. Believe it or not, I used to not be. It took time to get where I'm at with tracking. I was very intense on tracking for a while. You can look at some of my older videos. That was when I became the most popular. I think my videos were mostly watched for when I was a big time tracker girl. But right now, I needed to simplify things for myself. So I just have some dot grid that I had on hand. I think a friend gave me this, and I wish I had more, because it's on a nice paper, and it was the same size as my insert, so that made me happy. So this is my sleep tracker. I need to actually update this. So basically, I just wrote out the days. April sleep. You see, it's pretty self-explanatory. Like I said, I simplified things for myself. It's just something that I needed to do. So on Friday, this is PM. I kind of put it in an odd spot. I don't know why I did that, but I came home Friday and literally went straight to sleep around 4. No, I didn't. Yeah, took a nap. Allie went to. Sorry for the shaking. Our house, you walk through it, it shakes. All right, so I had a 3-hour nap there, and then I went right back to sleep. Like, I pretty much stayed asleep for the most part. I think I went to sleep like 9 or 10. And I get up pretty early on the weekdays. And then Saturday, so I got up at 6, I believe. And then Saturday, we came home around 1 something. I think I took a nap at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I know. Stayed up for a little while last night. I think I went to sleep maybe around 11 or 12. It's possible. Let's see, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7. I got up around 7. Sorry for the shaking. 7. And then why did I do that? Okay, so this is this morning. The way I set this up was kind of dumb, to be honest. Because, I mean, this is actually today. Right here. This is Sunday. Right here. See that? That's actually Sunday. And there's Sunday. So this will be Sunday night and then into Monday. So that's how that works. It's kind of odd. Yeah. And then on this side, we have my mood and pain tracker. So, like I mentioned, my mood switches around. I put it here so I can see a month view. I have it weekly, so if I miss doing it here, I won't miss it, completely. I can go back and put it in. But my mood was fairly good on Saturday. I woke up in a very difficult state this morning, though. I was just difficult. I'm better now, though. I'm better. So that's how that works. I could have multiple moods in a day. I just draw the line from which one was first. And then here we have Friday. I didn't have any pain Friday. Didn't really have any pain Saturday. I don't now either, which is nice. Notice that a lot of my pain comes in during the week. Stress causes physical pain for me. Okay, so here's the intention for April, and then here's April's layout. So it fills in over time. My daughter's tournaments were here. Instead of using highlighter, I used a sticker. We have Easter holiday coming up. So this is today. And then tomorrow she has another tournament. She's had tournament last Monday, tournament this 2 days this weekend. She begged me not to go to church today, but she needed to go. She goes with my parents to church. I personally don't go because I do more of a self-reflection. I'm building my relationship personally and privately versus going to church right now. I feel like I need to build my strength and relationship first. I just haven't found a church I really liked, and it's an interesting subject. I am a preacher's kid, so with that being said, it's weird. Churches are odd for me, but I do like to have a close relationship with the Lord personally, and I would like to get closer. I'm not perfect, you guys. I struggle with it. But I was going to put the church icon there. Anyway, so yes, this represents a bill. Pop, don't forget to pay my bill on Tuesday.
Oh, I have that covered.
You have it ready? Okay. The full amount that I gave you? Okay. 640. Okay. And then I get paid this day. Now this check I don't ever see. It goes straight to insurance and tuition. But I'm thankful for a long weekend coming up. It's much needed, and my husband's and my anniversary, which is exciting. So I have a full year of monthlies. And then this section here is my daughter's section. And this reminds me of her so much in so many ways. And I need to laminate it. But so this is a My Summer's Touch insert that I absolutely adore. I really feel like she made it just for me. She made this kind and one that is a full week, which I love. So I have them both. I printed these out at like 104%, so they're the same size as these inserts. Something's going on with my printer. It's not it's none of the shop's fault. There's something that I haven't figured out that makes the printing smaller than it's supposed to be, and that's what's infuriating to me. But this is how I work Allie's homework. She's done really good this week not to have too much homework. She's actually been doing her work in class, and this is a big deal and a huge success and improvement. So this is when it's done, we highlight it. Her events are at the top, stuff she has going on, and then her homework, and then she's got really good test grades back. I'm just so proud of this child. So proud. She hadn't done her spelling yet, so we need to get that done. But I think all her stuff is with the G's. Her backpack's at the G's house, right, Pop? Her backpack's with the G's? Okay. So, there's that. And then health vlogs. So this is all health stuff. Health, doctor's visits. All of this is My Summer's Touch. Inserts, I love them so stinking much. I love these inserts. They won't change. Another vellum. This is movies to watch and ratings. I need to put the TV series because my daughter and I are watching TV series together now, where I'm getting her into the, Asian, Korean series. And yeah, password tracker have yet to fill out because I have a little booklet, so I could take those out. Contacts, I need to put main contacts in here, emergency contacts, and then and like tutors, and just in case something happens to my phone. And then I've got swatches, and then there's another this is another recipe for barbecue chicken sliders, and then this is for projects or anything, this grid paper. And then this is my shopping list. So I moved this because I had to use a piece of paper for someone at work. But yeah, I've got a little shopping list. Sleepy Time tea, Manuka honey, face masks, folders for Allie, and binder rings. I need some color-coded folders. I find for Allie that a huge binder doesn't work for her. She needs her stuff like simplified and color-coded. It works best for her. So that's something that I wanted to make sure we did. AM card, PM card, haven't filled them out. Some stickers, I've been using these finally, and then these are very springy. I've had these for a long time. My husband got me these a long time ago, but they're really cute kitty cats. So got those to use, and then I've got some stickers in the back along with my password booklet and some extra note pages. And then in the this back pocket, I've got some important paperwork and some page flags. So that's it. Now that's a lot, but if you really think about it, although my planner is super chunky, it's very simple. It's not very it's not extremely detailed. It's simplified. So I am actually wanting to come out of this particular cover because it doesn't lay flat like my other leathers do. This is just a stiff leather, and it's difficult to have. It's not my favorite leather. I do like this cover for summertime because the water doesn't damage it, but this is definitely one of the few gillios that I'd probably sell because I just don't like the leather very much. But it is a beautiful planner. It's just not my preference. But anyway, I love you guys, and until next time, bye.